Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the right side with McCoy.
What?
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
And that's a well-energized offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So after the run by McCoy, here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, check. 3 now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Hello. Watch the twist.
Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Yellow. 180. Hey, 43. Watch his flat.
On 3rd down, here's McCoy. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh, no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Please. Check. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Check, check, check. Oh.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They run. This is Scarborough.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
You got nothing to run. You got nothing. 15. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
I don't need to. I don't need to. There's your line. 3 down, 3 down.
McCoy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's 2 really good stops in a row. Back-to-back tackles for losses. I mean, let's face it, they are locked into what they're doing offensively. And now they've earned the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, haven't they?
Yeah, and offensively, they're going to have to do something else because the run game, at least on this drive, isn't working. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
15. Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we're going to make the 48 right now. Let's go. I got it. Delta. 48. 48's Mike. 48's Mike. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Brandon, my man, just 1 sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now they'll run it with Scarborough. Uses the stiff arm. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This is Scarborough. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 50-yard line.
Here we go. Time to end it. 53 is mine. I'm coming after you. I'm coming. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike. No. Mike, 53. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kimball Fuller. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have. Thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check your hot read. Check 52.
Running on first down with Ware. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Wait. 43.
They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Don't be mad.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Watch the edge.
10th carry now for McCoy. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 3rd down, McCoy. McCoy's got the first down and more. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson flushed out right. And got his man complete. Give him 32 on the play. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
They go play action now. Jackson, he'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. That one into the hands of Kane. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Jackson will throw again. Being chased out left. And an alley to run. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Mahomes to throw. That one complete to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. This for his running back, McCoy. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Jim. Hey, 57 color.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is third and 10. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's second and 10 now from the 29.
Get the ball. Mike 50. Cut. Mike's 50. Watch the run. What's up, baby?
Play action. Now Jackson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Jackson, that's complete to his receiver, Kane. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Let him know. Let him know. Let him know. Let him know. Check 53's mic. Check 53's mic.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He's got a man. It's Mitchell. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Hey, watch the run. Watch the run.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Everyone in this stadium knows Jackson can do that as well as any QB in the league. They talked about limiting some of his running this year, especially the design runs, but he's still going to scramble when he feels he has green in front of him. He led all quarterbacks last year, 695 yards rushing. And keep in mind, 80% of those came in the 7-game stretch when he was named starter late in the season. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off near the 29. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
He's checking. Crash.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet.
Oh, that is going to be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
All day, baby. All day. All day, baby. Check 26. Check 26. Motion, motion, motion.
Hey, 57, 57.
Why? Move. 48 Mike. Come on. Come on, D.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
48's the Mike. Check 48's the Mike.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw, it's Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Hey, get him, get him, get him. You got it.
Yo, hey, go.
48's Mike. 48's Mike.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. From the corner, Jimmy Smith blitzes for the sack.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
Here we go.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
At the 4-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
53, Mike 53.
Ain't no such thing.
It's Scarborough again. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On 3rd down, Jackson steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
180.
I got it. Switch.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Looking for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead, or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Throwing now is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson, and that'll be incomplete.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Jackson throwing on 4th down. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now Jackson on first down. It's caught. Mitchell. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. This one winding toward a conclusion, and how would you assess how the secondary has played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid, still pitching a shutout. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14. Buying time to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for Marquise Brown. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Now, the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. On 4th down, Jackson. Incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They